Hey Samford fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfoose, happy today to be joined by Annie Ramil, junior forward on the Stanford women's basketball team. Annie, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start by talking a little bit about your journey to Samford. You're from Binghamton, New York. You went to Binghamton University for 2 seasons, then you transferred to Samford. What made you decide you want a change of scenery, and what led to Samford ultimately getting involved?
I think I just wanted to grow as a player and just change up, the way my team plays or the team that I would go on plays. Obviously, I like more of a post game, more of the high lows, and this team does that. It's a very team-oriented team. I don't know how to explain it further than that, but everybody wants everybody to do better, and I think that's just like amazing. Coach Carly does amazing with that. All the coaches do amazing with making sure that everybody wants the best for everybody. So I think that's just what makes this a great team.
What kind of an adjustment period is there for you going to a new team midway through your collegiate career, especially in a year like 2020 when everything is so different already?
Yes. Being around family, I have 40 cousins back in New York, Binghamton, New York. So, I was just around family a lot. My best friends are my cousins. And I think just moving down here, I have an aunt that lives down here actually, but it's just kind of creating my own life, which is adulting. But it's been a really fun ride. And I know COVID has really affected everything, but Coach Carly and the team makes it fun. Like, this team is my family down here. And it's just a different thing because at home I felt like my team was my team and not family. But here it's family and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, pretty big change going from being in New York your whole life to coming down to Alabama. In addition to not being around your family, what other changes have there been as far as culture?
I would say food. I think the Italian in New York is a lot better, especially where I'm from. There's like 5 Italian restaurants like 2 to 3 blocks away from each other. But also scenery and weather. Weather is a big thing right now. It's 5 inches of snow where I'm from. Last week was 40 inches. It was a lot. But I think the food down here is pretty good. The barbecue, it's a lot different, but yeah.
Let's talk about the last 2 to 3 weeks with the Stanford women's basketball program because it's been a little bit chaotic, and I think we all expected it to happen at some point. But you guys lost 4 games that were originally on your schedule, and then you added a couple opponents on really just a couple of days' notice. So just kind of walk us through what that's like from a player's perspective.
So obviously we were kind of brought down by the fact that this happened to us, but we knew it was going to happen. It's happened to basically every team. Some teams aren't even playing, but Coach Carly and the coaching staff worked really hard to get these 2 games, and it really got us, this break helped us become a better team as teammates and, getting to know each other off the court. But getting these 2 games and letting people come in who don't usually play, that was huge. And I think you guys all saw the bench reaction and just everybody coming together, and it's a lot of fun. Coach Carly and the coach did really good with that.
Yeah, let's talk about that last non-conference game against Birmingham Southern, a big win to wrap up the non-conference slate. A lot of program records. I'm going to run through some of them right now. Points in a game, points and a half, field goals, field goal percentage, assists, and margin of victory. Also the most points scored in the Pete Hanna Center in a regular season game, men or women, and SoCon record for points in a game. So a lot of records set last night in that win over Birmingham Southern. You might never be a part of a game like that again, but what was it like for you to be a part of that?
It was just a lot of fun. Confidence was up. People that don't usually score and just, our role players, they were scoring. Everybody was just hyping each other up, and it was just a lot of fun. It was, I don't even know how to describe it. Just Audra went off. Katie Allen's been going off. Kat Wheeler had a heck of a game. Tootie Nelson. Just everybody contributed in different ways, but it was just a lot of fun.
And again, that wrapped up non-conference play. What have you learned about this team over the first 2 months of the season? Obviously, a really difficult schedule too, especially early on.
Everybody is going to play 100%. When we hit walls, we learned that we need to come back quicker than we did before in previous games. Obviously, we could have gotten those wins before, and we kept games close. So I think just making sure that we go 40 minutes 100% and knowing what we are as a team and who we are. I know that it's a lot of different faces than last year, so we had to just figure it out quicker, basically, how to play with each other. And it's been a ride, but it's been a good ride.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to the start of conference play. All right, Annie, we're going to end things with some rapid-fire questions. We're going to do some about you and then some about your team.
Okay.
All right, favorite thing about Samford so far?
My team. I love them.
Biggest pet peeve?
Oh, chewing out loud. Ugh.
That's a common answer for that one. Favorite book you've ever read?
A Separate Piece.
One place you'd love to visit that you have not been before?
Greece.
Dream job?
I think, WNBA player.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to do, let's say, outside of basketball or post-basketball career?
Well, if I didn't have to go to the schooling, I'd want to be a doctor.
Okay. Let's switch it up to your teammates. Most likely to stick to their New Year's resolution?
Andrea Canoyer, all the way.
Most outdoorsy?
I don't know this one. I would say beach is Michaela, or like outdoor would be Andrea again.
Okay. Biggest foodie?
I would say me. I love food.
If you had to pick a teammate, who else
Okay.
would be in it?
KJ. She knows where everything is.
Okay. Who spends the most time studying?
Katie Allen.
Most likely to go into coaching after they're done playing?
Katie Allen.
All right. Really appreciate your time, Annie. I know we're all looking forward to conference play.
Yep, me too.
Back in action at home against Mercer, 2 o'clock on Saturday here at the Pete Hannon Center. That's Annie Ramil. I'm John McAfee. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola.